Hello once again, dear viewers. You're watching Eri-TV. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, we take a quick look at the media headlines for this evening. 14th Festival of Eritrean community members in Australia and New Zealand conducted with great zeal. Potable water supply distributed to 600 houses in Adsugdo administrative area. Boko Haram raids Cameroon army base. France to deploy 10,000 troops in Paris. The 14th Annual Festival of Eritrean community members in Australia and New Zealand was conducted in the city of Melbourne from 8 to 11 January with great zeal. It was opened by Ambassador Girma Asmaram, Eritrea's permanent representative to the United Nations. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Yasin Omar, Eritrean Consular General in Australia and New Zealand, and Mr. Maharat Abberhe, Chairman of the National Holidays, welcomed the participants and gave briefings regarding the role of such events in reinforcing national unity, bequeathing national values to the young generation, and preserving culture. Solidarity messages were conveyed on the occasion pertaining to the pace of development drive in the nation by the Mayor of Melbourne City, representatives of Australian mining companies operating in Eritrea, spokesman of Fred Hollows Intraocular Laboratory, and Friends of Eritrea. At a seminar he conducted, Ambassador Girma Asmaram, as a senior government envoy, pointed out that thanks to the persistent endeavors exerted, coupled with steadfastness and dedication of the Eritrean people, a number of development programs have been implemented. He also called on the citizens to become full beneficiaries of the investment opportunities. The four-day event witnessed the staging of research papers by students focusing on the significance of education and organization, coupled with pictorial exhibition, sports activities, cultural performances, and fashion show, among others. Inhabitants of Adsugdo administrative area central region have become beneficiaries of a 10 million Nakfa potable water supply project. The service would benefit a total of 600 homesteads. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony today, Mr. Zarit Tawalda Burhan, Managing Director of the Central Region Administration, stated that thanks to the persistent endeavors being exerted, over 95% villages in the region have become beneficiaries of potable water supply. He further called on the inhabitants to practice prudent utilization of the facility. Mr. Gabrakitan Gurmatsion, engineer and head of water and sewage department in the regional administration, pointed out that the project is part of the government's endeavors to promote potable water supply nationwide. He also expressed appreciation for the active participation demonstrated by the Village Development Committee and partners in the process. Likewise, Mr. Johannes Mulu, in charge of follow-up of the project, explained that it was implemented in collaboration with the Central Region's Water Department and the Ministry of Land, Water and Environment. He also indicated that the project involves large and small pipelines stretching over 38 kilometers. Inhabitants expressed satisfaction with the facility and voiced readiness to step up participation in other development endeavors. Certificate of appreciation was handed on the occasion to government institutions and individuals for exerting commendable efforts towards the realization of the project. In another report, a 1.5 million Nakfa building constructed for the administration office of the Adsugdo administrative area was inaugurated on the same day. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students has finalized preparations for hosting the World Federation of Democratic Youth African Commission meeting from 21 to 23 January here in Asmara under the theme African Youth United for Peace, Sustainable Development and Fighting Against Imperialism. Mr. Daniel Iyasu, Head of External Affairs at the Union, pointed out that the meeting is aimed at assessing activities of the organization over the past 6 months and conducting discussion on its perspectives, in addition to making the necessary preparations for making part in the World Youth Festival due to take place in Namibia next May. He also noted the significance of the meeting in portraying Eritrea's correct image to youth around the world. Mr. Daniel went on to disclose that the union has been making preparations for the meeting since last December and that programs portraying the stance of the organization, seminars by cadres of the government and the PFDJ, highlighting the nation's tourism sites and the policy of the Eritrean government as regards ensuring national dignity and development endeavors would be given due attention in the course of the meeting. Youth representatives of organizations in Mozambique, South Africa, Namibia, Angola, Ghana, Sudan, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Congo, Brazzaville, Algeria, Libya, and others are expected to participate in the meeting here, he added. The World Federation of Democratic Youth was established in 1945 and strives for promoting peace and friendship among peoples and respect to human rights, in addition to combating domination and hegemony. Earlier, it was reported that the union has finalized preparations for the holding of Youth Week of Gashbarka and Sudan's Kassala region in Barontu city from 17 to 19 January. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break.